Japan has a hidden beauty that no one talks about. And I'm not talking about the food, the Asian or popular culture, not even the secret places of Tokyo or its natural landscapes. I want to talk about something that no one noticed, a true hidden beauty. I guarantee you've never laid eyes on one of the most incredible things Japan currently has: architecture. And I'm not talking about the beautiful traditional architecture with its roofs and ornaments, but rather modern architecture. Specifically, Japanese modern architecture of small houses. Wait until I prove to you how modern Japanese houses are as unique as you've never seen before. The breaking of Japanese traditionalism. One of the things that most draws my attention in modern Japanese houses is the dichotomy between architecture and society. Let me explain. Japan is known to be a country of hidden rules, where certain behaviors are expected of you to follow to maintain a less chaotic society. But look at this house. Quite chaotic at first sight, isn't it? That's what draws my attention when I see modern Japanese architecture. In a country of Asian culture full of rules, some houses seem somewhat anarchic to me. Can you see symmetry and order in this house? In a way, they do exist. The rigidity and straight lines that concrete brings to this environment can be translated as order, and symmetry translated in the wooden elements, bringing warmth to the house. This breaking of patterns becomes much more striking because it is Japan itself, a country that values personal space, where people are respectful and more closed off to strangers. But then you see this and you go, what? How can a country so full of rules and closed off people can be so open in the architecture of their houses? That's the beauty that I love so much. Seriously, in what other country do you see houses like this? I particularly don't know. Another element that fascinates me about small Japanese houses is how these houses use stairs to delineate environments. Even on flat land where there is no need for stairs in indoor rooms, it is very common to see environments at different heights. But why? The steps inside the house can serve various functions, and we divide the room into overlap layers. It's possible to better utilize the small space. We can create shelves, cabinets, use the universe to create benches for tables. This is a section of a Japanese house. Notice how even on levels above street level there are steps in the room, limiting spaces, creating benches with the universe, and taking even more advantage of natural light. Natural light? Yes, see how the light enters this house. And what if the house were all flat, with no steps, with no different heights? Notice how the light enters the second floor. See how the steps inside the house can be very useful, but I want to show you this. How many floors do you think this house has? 5? 7, 8, 15 floors. Yes, this house has 15 floors with height differences. Isn't that crazy? Now that's a true loft. A unique space without walls, total integration, living room, kitchen, bedroom, office, all in a single vertical environment. Each slab was designed to be a different room, maximizing the small plot. Have you ever seen a house like this in your life? I never have. See the reason for my fascination with modern and small Japanese houses? And seeing this as a professional in the field, I can only envy Japanese architects who have clients so open to being experimental in their homes. This is one of the elements present in Japanese houses that leave you in shock. Another great element is the functional minimalism. I've never seen minimalism like this. Nowadays, minimalism in architecture has become more aesthetic than a lifestyle in itself. Not in Japanese houses. Here, Minimalism is used in the literal sense, with functional first. If your family doesn't have the habit of watching TV, why have a TV? You may not like a minimalism as radical as this. However, we must admit that it's an admirable lifestyle, where you value what really makes sense to you. And that's part of the beauty of these houses. Less is also beautiful when you have eyes to see it. Japanese houses are about natural light. Not every Japanese house is minimalist, but something that every modern Japanese house has is the valorization of natural light. Large windows, tall windows, skylights, or central gardens. Natural light should be paramount in any home. Not just to illuminate, but because natural light can even affect your humor, making you happier and in a better mood. If the sun is a vital element for our survival, why don't our houses leave more space for the sun to enter? And the Japanese knows the importance of this, even reducing their houses and their usable area in favor of natural light. Imagine, in the middle of the house there's an empty space with just a garden for natural lighting. Some may even think that this garden is wasted space, that we could increase all areas of the house and make more use of the construction cost per square foot. Not here. They know how to use the necessary size and understand that having a smaller living room but with a large amount of natural light brings much more benefits than having just a bigger TV. What is more important to you? Making more use of the land area by building all over it to have a bigger TV, or your health? Think about it. Yes, this video is an open letter to my passion for this country and its architecture. In my opinion, Japanese architecture, especially of small houses, is one of the most beautiful and interesting in the world. That said, I tried to design a small house in the Japanese style. If you really want to see all the details of this house that I spent over 5 months designing, you can watch the full tour by clicking on the card or the link in the description. I hope to see your comment there in the video. I came from the big tiny office. Well, if I haven't made you fall in love with Japanese architecture after this video, maybe artificial intelligence will be able to convince you in a few years, when the architecture profession is completely extinct. Confused? Watch this video.